Hey guys, welcome to Raj Makes Money. How are all my money makers doing today? Hopefully you guys had a good day in the market. The Dow came back strong. It was up, then came way down, and then the S&P 500 up a little bit, and the NASDAQ down. It was down like 200 points, came all the way back from that, only down 80 points today. But the good news is, winner, winner, chicken dinner. We are up for the week, back in business. So let's not waste any time. Let's take a look, see how I did today and what I did today. I didn't do a whole lot, a few trades. Of course, all my Patreon members, you know what I did. But let me show you guys. So up for the day, $225,000. We have $381,000 still in play. We have a day and a half left. Like I said, these short weeks have always been good for us, and we've been on fire lately, so I want to keep the momentum going. It's been a little bit scary. Yesterday was up and then down a lot, started riding it up. I did, if you notice, I had 2,100 contracts of the 52s. I bought those back when it was the first time when it ran pretty hard, and then I sold the 50s because I want to keep in play and make some money. I want to have a $400,000 plus week again is my goal. So we need to keep, hopefully Lucid stays above $52, and it seems like it has a lot of support. It did dip below 50 for a second today, but then rallied back pretty strong. And even when the markets were really down, it stayed pretty strong. So this is a really good sign to me today that it's been staying pretty strong. So terrific day in the markets. We're up 225,000, puts us up 25,000 for the week. We've got 381,000 more in play, so we could have a $405,000 week on Friday if Lucid's above $52. A lot of premium is going to come out of this tomorrow. Let me explain, and just kind of like what happened today. If Lucid stays above $52 or goes up tomorrow, these $1.97s will probably go down to about $1. So we could see a $200,000 gain tomorrow pretty easily if Lucid's above 53. If Lucid's at $54, we'll have like probably a $300,000 plus day tomorrow. 250, 275, 300 if Lucid was to be above there, but definitely in the right direction. So like I said, bounced all over today, but even with tech down so much, it did terrific. Look at this one, guys. Like I said, this stuff just makes no sense to me. Look at Tesla today. So Tesla at one point was down like 80 points. I was like 8%. I was like, well, how did Tesla, is Elon selling again? What happened? But still, like yesterday, Tesla, remember, was up so strong, and it just makes no sense. Like, when you look at some of this stuff, and it just moves and just makes no sense. And also, remember yesterday too, we were talking about GameStop. Like, why did GameStop yesterday run? Remember, it was up like 18 points or something. I don't know, something crazy yesterday. Remember, I was like, I don't get it. Why would it be 200? And then today, down 13% out of nowhere, up a little bit after hours. But I will say this, retailers are getting slaughtered. So GameStop could have been tied into the whole Best Buy issue, because Best Buy also said, these companies are going to make money, they're going to have great earnings, but the earnings are not coming in where people expected them to. It was also Nordstrom today. We'll take a look at, but a lot of these earnings, well, that's not down. Oh, yeah, after hours. So a lot of these earnings, because of supply chain issues, are getting hit pretty hard. Apple was up today, but nowhere near new highs. But it did squeak out a win. But yeah, it's interesting. Like why, like we said yesterday, like why some of these just ran for no reason, and then the next day they're just crushed. Same with like Google. I'm surprised to see this one coming down. This one it came way back. It was down at one point today, almost $45 when it was $28.97. But obviously recovered quite nicely, and I guess 0.22% on a $2,900 stock isn't too bad. We should see how Amazon did, especially with supply chain issues and stuff going on. So that one was up today. Like I said, it's really hard to figure this out. Like I said, some of these just go up, down. You just have no idea. And also that Rivian today, that one was up really strong, went down, came back. I mean, it's not like this company's delivering more cars or doing anything this week. I don't know. So check on Ford, since that was tied in. Ford down a little bit today. So all over the board, it's hard to say what's happening. Crazy Carl says happy Thanksgiving. Thank you, Crazy Carl. Same to you. Condi, happy crazy Thanksgiving, Carl. Same to you guys. And let's see. Make money. I want to see 10 million on December 31st. Let's do it. I'm busting my ass to make it happen. So And Make Money says retail is getting crushed from all the robbery going on. Yes, and that is a big problem with all the robbery and stuff happening right now. A lot of these retailers, these now the new thing is they're just loading up 15, 20 people at once, going in and robbing the store and leaving. And one thing is a lot of these retail stores have young people working there, and it's very traumatic. If you're 18, 19, 20, and I mean it's traumatic at any age to get robbed, especially younger kids. And and that's the other thing is these thieves know these retail stores have told all these they're obviously their staff, you don't want somebody trying to be a hero over $100 item and getting killed or anything. So basically the thieves and robbers and know that they can just get away with it, and the odds of the cops catching them is probably less than 15-20%. Best case scenario is 15-20%. So and you just have a lot of people who just don't care anymore. I mean a lot of society is just falling apart. Plus you have mask mandates coming back. Right here in Colorado they're doing mask mandates again starting tomorrow night at midnight. I don't know why they didn't just start it on Friday or something, but tomorrow night at midnight we have mass. So the good news is last year we were closed. Colorado shut down to outdoor dining pretty much on November 20th. So the good news is we're still open, and we're only going to a mask mandate right now. But obviously other countries are starting to slow down. So this definitely could have started affecting travel and different stuff. I am surprised to see tech fall today, because like I said, this is usually the week, the Santa Claus rally week, or the early rally where everything does really well, because there's nothing, it's really not a big news week. Of course, Biden put out the information about Powell, which I'm not gonna lie, I think Powell's done a good job. I think through COVID and where the markets have gone. So I'm surprised that tech is that fragile over him being announced, and I honestly couldn't even tell you which part of tech he's affecting, because like I said, Apple's up, and different ones are up and different ones are down. Zoom took a beat, and this is interesting too. So Zoom took a big beating today, and it's interesting why that one would be down so much. At one point it was even down 45 points, but why would it be down so much? If the world's closing down again and things are getting ugly, wouldn't Zoom should be going to new highs? Again, you would think. So it'd be interesting where some of these go. I feel bad for Cathie Woods. I mean, look at her today. She was down even more, came back, but down to $105. Her year-to-date return, I mean, her performance, look at this, guys. Year to date now, she's at 5% for the whole year. Actually, this is inaccurate. We have to look at the one. We'll go to the one on CNBC. That's more accurate on her. We put it in here. I mean, this is just so horrific. And this is with Tesla being up. So this was really interesting. I like looking at some of these charts, and I kind of gauge it. But if you look year to date, she's down 15% almost now. And for 1 year, so 1 year from today, she's down 1.3%. I mean, this is, Wall Street's darling, but I mean, pretty much everything she's picked except Tesla has been hammered. Now, the interesting fun fact, if you guys want a little fun fact here, and this is the other thing that was kind of mind-blowing. She's 10% of her holdings are almost in Tesla, right? Well, Tesla, year to date is up 57%. And for 1 year, 112%. So if you do all the math and look at everything, basically, I mean, if she didn't have Tesla, she'd be down 30%. She could be down 25-30% for the year. Just humongous amounts of money. But like I said, I don't know. When you look at her top 10 holdings and stuff, it's hard to say what is the one that was so bad. But I don't know. Hard to figure that one out. But yeah, just getting pounded out there. So it's a slot machine in the house. Hi, Simon. How you doing? Robin says, how is Vegas for COVID? Heading there in 2 weeks to the Resorts World Hilton. And that Resorts World is really nice. I'm heading to Vegas. I'll be back in Vegas. I have a busy couple of weeks here. So I've decided, obviously live play tonight, live play Thursday night for Thanksgiving. Then I'm going to go to Vegas Monday and Tuesday. Come home Wednesday, leave Thursday for Foxwoods, then come home Sunday, and then I leave Saturday for the week-long cruise for Jackie's birthday bash at sea with the big jackpot and everything. So that's going to keep me very, very busy. But yeah, overall, Vegas has been pretty good with COVID, masks. They have a mask mandate also, but they don't really enforce it. It's not like it used to be, so it's not too bad there. Frank, what site are you using for selling and buying stocks? I'm in Canada. What's the best app to you, Raja? So I do all my stuff right here. I use Charles Schwab. They've been terrific. If they don't have Charles Schwab in Canada, E-Trade, and I think Schwab owns E-Trade actually, but some of those work really well. But I've done really well with Schwab. So. Steven says Blue Jeans is another Zoom type program that could be resold by ISPs. So I think I've heard that name, but not too familiar with it. Remember God, it doesn't help when Colorado handed out hundreds of tickets to protesters for rioting, and then a week later, governor throws all cases out. So, yeah, no, I mean, a lot of these states, and I think that's the reason, I think the governor basically said he doesn't know, they don't know what to do. I mean, they know if they shut stuff down, people are going to riot again. I mean, like, it's the real deal now. Like, people are tired of it. Everybody wants to go on with their lives. Of course, I would tell you, if you want to go on with your life and be normal, how about just get vaccinated and, I'm going to go get the boosters and everybody has their own choices. But if it really helps and everybody would do it, it would make a huge difference because, like I said, it shouldn't, they told us, and that's the other problem, I think, they told us originally vaccinations would solve everything, everything was going to be normal, which it pretty much was over the summertime normal. But now it's back again and we can't just keep repeating and doing these things forever. So it definitely makes a big difference. Tab says, happy Thanksgiving, everyone. Sold my 5,000 shares of APPS back on 11/2 at $89 and shorted 5,000 shares at 85. Looking good. Ready to get out at 50 and turn around and go long again in the 40s. Congratulations. That's definitely a great trade. I don't even know. APPS, you said? Digital Turbine. So that one keeps coming down, looks like. Definitely in that range, but yeah, definitely got out at the right time. Let's see the 6-month chart there. It looks like it spiked up and down. So that's what I didn't look at today was eHealth. That one kept coming down. I wonder how that's at. Oh my God, another new all-time low today it hit, it looks like. So this one continues. God, we had I knew it. I had the info, but we just didn't hang out there long enough. What about that CRTX? See how that one did today? That one back down too. Good thing we got out of that one when we did. So, never know how these will end up. So Chaos says, happy Thanksgiving, everyone. Happy Thanksgiving, Chaos. And Santos, GGPI, I don't know what your question is, so let me know what it is. Light Warrior says, getting pounded. You know what's getting pounded? Let's look at crypto. You know what's really getting pounded? Let's look at that Shiba coin. Shiba shit. Look at this thing, down another 4%. We're down to $128,000. Our crypto account is just getting plummeted. Oh, we're up 129,000, but yeah, Shiba is just Shiba shit. That's its new name I gave it, and I'm very proud of it. So, but yeah, it just keeps getting pounded into the ground. Light Warrior says, not the image of Cathie Wood I want to see. I don't know. I mean, this is Wall Street's darling. And the only reason I'm not picking on her, she's done well, obviously, in the past. But like I said, anybody could have done, well, in the past, 2 years or, a couple of years just because, there's nobody who could have bought stock on March 25th and, March of 2020 and not be up a lot of money. But I don't know, like I said, and that's basically what happened here. Cathie Wood's March, she wasn't anything phenomenal here. I mean, if you look at from February 17th, here, you take January 1st of 2017, $22, and you go all the way out to March, or let's say January 1st, 50. So she's basically up over 3 years, 18, 19, 20. Over 3 years, she's up, doubled her money, so not bad. But this is where she became famous. March right here, and you go to January 1st of 2021. She skyrocketed. Like I said, it'd be impossible to not. If you didn't make money in that time period, I don't know what the heck you were doing. It was just impossible. So, yeah, just getting hammered out of it. Chaos says, come on, we got this. 2.4 million more, Raja. We need this party for 10 million. Let's do it. So, Madi SK, what are your thoughts on PLTR? Usually hit 20-ish level and runs back up. They came out on their earnings two earnings, not this last one, but the earnings before this last one, and they told us they weren't going to be doing anything. And, of course, Cathie Woods bought the dip and said how great it was. I think, it's a good company, but they also said there are some issues. And what did they say about trusting China today or something? Yeah, something about overseas and like being more, I don't know, I can't think of the word, more showing or telling of China or something. Something with China they had something about today and said it was affecting them. But company's not making any money, worth $41 billion. It's, they're here in Colorado. They're based out of, it's supposed to be a great company. But I don't know. I mean, they don't have any news that they're saying like, hey, it's not like the reason Lucid's going and some of these other companies is because Lucid's saying, look, we're going to sell. We have orders now for 20,000 cars or 17,000 cars. We can make 20,000 cars next year. We're picking up speed. We've got other models coming out. There's hope of growth. Palantir isn't saying that. So, Santosh says. Polestar, good like Lucid. So not familiar with Polestar, so I really can't say what's if you have a symbol. Like I see a symbol for it. Polestar. Something comes up for it. I don't know without the symbol, but I'll tell you this: I haven't heard of it. I don't see a lot of people talking about it, so it's probably not as good as Lucid, but I honestly can't say because, like I said, if I don't hear a lot of people talking about it, I assume I have no clue. Make money, happy Turkey Day, Raja and families. Thank you. G.I. Joe, Shiba will be 1 cent by end of the year. 0.1. Yeah. Hey, you know what? I'm not selling it. I'm not. Oh wait, a retraction. 0.0001. So I don't know. What is it at now? 0.0001. I don't know. So you're telling me it's going to run 140% before the year end. All right, well, I'm not going anywhere with it. It's not really affecting me. And like I said, I think for me it's more comical watching it. So, Eric says, what do you think of accumulating AI now? I don't know, what's that at? What's that, like 300 or no, or yeah, 30, so 300, there you go. Yeah, I mean, this thing's right at its 52-week low, losing money. Definitely doesn't look like a great a chart to me. I don't know. When the markets are running and everything's going really well and everything's going up and this thing is at its bottoms, there's usually a reason for it. So, you definitely want to do your research and study it. I honestly wouldn't be able to tell you... I wouldn't be able to give you an honest opinion of whether or not you should buy that one. I don't like buying, like I said, I like buying dips sometimes. Sometimes there's a dip because, I'll give you an example. Like Best Buy. If they said, we have inventory issues, that's why the stock's down, and different stuff like that. It's also, it's 52-week range, 95 to 140. So it was basically at its all-time high, this week, or near it, it was right there in the last week at its all-time highs, but they had an issue. So Best Buy would be one I would look for on a dip because it's profitable. This is a good quarter for them, and supply chain issues are going to get they're going to get better here at some point. So definitely should get better. So here, so is it Polestar? Is it GGPI? So I mean, obviously you guys remember, if it's anything like Lucid, remember Lucid was $60, $65, before the announcement. So I don't know. This one obviously is not, it's definitely not moving like Lucid, near its highs. So, but yeah, I don't know what the valuation is. And, if they do a crazy deal like Lucid did, who knows what will happen with it. So Jason Monarch better be ready for the Raja tonight. That's right, guys. We're hitting them up. Here we come. Satoshi, happy Thanksgiving, everyone. Same to you and everyone watching. Happy Thanksgiving. But we'll still have a show tomorrow, guys. Raja makes money, doesn't sleep. We're here tomorrow. Psychic Mike, hope your stocks go BBBB. That would be nice. So definitely be good. Somebody says, Rob says, look at Fat Fish. I've never even heard of that one. Fat Fish. Is that even a company name? I like the name. It's a cool name. There's Fat Brands. Fat Fish. I don't know. Fat Fish Group Limited. No clue what it would be. on the pink sheets. Is that it? Up 520% today. Wow. Well, this is probably a scam stock. I don't know anything about it. I can't tell you, but definitely 520% is incredible, but on volume of 9,000 shares. So I don't know. This thing's been from 1 cent to 29 cents. How much do insiders own? They must own the whole thing because obviously, the other thing you have to remember, I mean, if this stock moves like this, I mean, if you bought another 10,000 shares, even 10,000 shares, you buy it at, took it to 20 cents tomorrow, that's only $2,000. The problem with stuff like this, when there's no volume, I mean, the average volume is 221 shares a day, but if there's no volume on these things, you can't get out of them, and that's the biggest problem with these, is selling them, especially for me. I mean, here's the thing, if you guys are buying 100 shares of it at 13 cents for 13 bucks and goes to 18 bucks, you could probably sell it. But I mean, the average daily volume wasn't 200 shares. So don't know anything about that one, but yeah, definitely had a big run in there. So WH says, what do you think about fintech payment stocks? VMA, PayPal have all been hit. Time to get in. I don't think so yet. I think they're also way overvalued. I think there's better technologies coming. There's different things. And there's a reason why they're all hit. They definitely could go lower, so definitely be careful with those. I definitely wouldn't be a buyer of those. I mean, checked on Coinbase lately. How's that one been? That was like in the mid-range there. So, but yeah, be careful with all the fintech stuff. I think a lot of that stuff's overvalued. It's been overvalued, and hey, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Lucid's overvalued. Tesla's overvalued. A lot of these companies are overvalued. But you know what? They just keep going and going and going. And like I said, if you can't beat them, join them. And that's what we're doing. So, but yeah, Lucid seems to. I think Lucid maybe is like a GameStop. It's just gonna trade in this $40 range. I'm very nervous. Just like last week, yesterday it almost bit me. Selling out some puts lower on just because I'm expecting a drop. But then I'm like, I don't know, it's staying strong. And I also know that, like I said, this is very unusual for 2 days in a row, the NASDAQ to be down so much because usually, like I said, this holiday week, shortened weeks and holiday weeks for Thanksgiving, those are always good weeks. They should, usually still be doing, really well and stuff. So to see them down so much and everything is kind of it's worrisome what's happening. But you also, like I said, we have shutdowns, we have all these things going on. So who knows what's going on with them? But that's my opinion on them. Jesse says Sundial's still good. I don't know. If you want something at 60 cents, 70 cents, it just seems to stay around there. GI Joe, what's the most stock you've got stuck with? You know what? I think that one of the worst ones was when we got stuck. We had 1,800 contracts. We got stuck with like 180,000 shares. It was in another EV play. I honestly can't even think of the name. I'd have to go back and look at it. It was like a $5 one. I thought it was a hero selling the 450 call or puts to open. I was like, this thing's like a 50-cent premium. All of a sudden, we should have got out a lot earlier. We hedged it for like 4 months. If anybody can, I think it started with an A. If someone can think of the name of it, go way back about 4 months ago. And it was one when I just did some house cleaning. Remember, it's kind of like Clover. Remember when we did the Clover housekeeping? And I just said, screw it, we're done with it. Look at Clover all the way down there and stuff. But no, it wasn't Ride. I can't think of the name. God, it was a electric vehicle one. It's probably like $2 now. Ride's Lordstown. That one's been hammered a lot. That keeps coming way down. That may be the next play if they get some financing lined up. This one could bounce back or something. But God, it started with an. Maybe it didn't start with it. I don't know. I'm so bad at names and everything. Now it's going to drive me crazy trying to think about it. I just can't think what it was. We'll have to go back in my history and look it up. It was like, God, I just. All right, hold on. Give me 1 second here. I may have it here on my phone. Let me see if I can find it. It was God. What was the one called? It's gonna drive me nuts if I don't go find it for you guys. I remember that one. AABB. Remember that one when we played that one. Oh yeah, I remember this one too. Hold on. So AABB, I remember that one when that ran. Let's see where that one's at. Yeah, still around where it was when we played it. Remember this one, ALYI. Remember this one ran, and this was the one that was going to make an electric motorcycle. So, oh wow, 1 cent. Thank God we got out of that one. Whoo, that was like 20 cents. That was going to be the hot one. So good thing we got out of that. I can't think of the name. This is driving me nuts. What the heck was that one? Where are you guys? Don't you guys know? You guys all know what I've been buying. You guys know I have a bad memory, so horrible with names. That's one thing. I don't. What the heck was the name of that one? Remember this one too? OZSC. Whatever happened to that one? OZSC. We'll have to do a memory show, down memory show lane. Remember this one? Wow, 4 cents. Remember this one got to 50 cents and it was taken off here and we made all that money and then bought in and lost all that money. Story of my life on them. Oh yeah, remember this one too? NWBO. Oh, that one went NWBO. 88 cents. Remember this one? Got up to like the $2 range and we played it, made a little money. OPTI. God. What memories? What memories? Some of these aren't very good ones on some of these. OBTI, wow, 007. When we had OBTI, it was 19 cents. Look at this. 44 cents all the way down. I mean, look at these guys. That's why I say when these things crash, they come way, way down bad. But what was that one? What was the electric? It was an electric vehicle one. So, God, I just can't. I can't think of it, guys. I just can't think of it. So, but who knows? Can't think of it. So, what the heck was it? Idenomics. Yeah, maybe that was it. Idenomics. IDA. Was that it? Yeah, IDX. God, I'm thinking Ace. This is what I'm saying. Wow, look at that dollar. Yeah, remember it was $5.50, so it'd be like the 6 month. Remember we were playing it, we just kept hedging it out, and I got in right around here in February, early on. Good memory. Lucky Ducky slots to the rescue. Thank you, Lucky Ducky. Idenomics, yeah. Remember that one, guys. Look at that. Thank God we got rid of that and just said, like I said, sometimes, and that's one thing like I do differently than a lot of you guys as a trader, is I look at my account as a whole. I don't look at it as an individual stock. So a lot of times when I've had enough, I just clean house and reset. And sometimes that's the best thing. Somebody wrote today that they were down. I felt horrible. They wrote today that they were down 80% on like their meme plays. Sometimes you just have to walk away. Don't ever be married to a particular stock. Be married to your account overall value. So if you don't understand what I'm saying, like, don't ever get in this like this thing is coming back, or there's a lot of great talkers out there that will tell you stories and make you believe that they know everything about something, and this stock's going to do this, and they're gonna legalize marijuana in all 50 states, and it's going to be worth $1 trillion. That's probably not going to happen. So don't wait and say, well, they said in the next 10 years, so I'm holding on to it. Sometimes you just gotta walk away from something and go to the next one that's running. But that's why the memes are so tough, because even if you guys remember just recently that BBIG, that was when I finally had enough, and I said, Raja, wake up! What the hell are you doing? I remember when I finally lost like $700,000 on this one. That's why I finally said, you know what, I'm done. I was just sick to my stomach, because I was like, it's just like, you're up, you're down, they're just everywhere. You just can't play them. It's just tough. Like I said, you can get lucky sometimes, and we got lucky with some, but it's tough. Like, how's Trump stock doing? DWAC, where are we at? Look at that one down, coming back down into reality. So, like I said, they're very tough to play, and you just never know where they're going. So be very careful with them. And sometimes, like I said, you just have to reset. Same with like when Lucid dropped that time, we had to reset, and I think we went long the position and stuff. And yeah, it just depends on how much what's your risk to reward, and how much what you can stomach. So I can stomach a lot, but like I said, I'm sticking to what I'm doing, and it works. And look at the turnaround we've had. I mean, it's tremendous. So hopefully everything goes. We got 1.5 days left. Let's hope everything goes well and we can finish up another 300,000 this week or more. And because I'll roll up tomorrow if this stuff starts running. I'll get aggressive. You know how I play. But wishing everyone best of luck tomorrow. If you guys aren't going to join us tomorrow night, same time, same place, or well, 4:30 tomorrow probably. If you can't join us tomorrow, wishing everyone a great Thanksgiving. If I don't see you, hopefully I'll see a lot of you guys on live play tonight, the Monarch Casino. And hey, best of luck, and you guys are the money makers. Let's make lots of money tomorrow. Take care, and I'll see everybody for sure tomorrow or tonight.